Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is August 9th, Saturday, 2025. So, before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, use your clarity grid. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Whoa, that's hot. It's like too hot. There's like always sirens in the background. Alright, give me 1 second, hold on. Alright, cool. Oh, something that flipped over is rising flames. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. Okay. So, rising flames, let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. That's just something that flipped over. I think that's just like a little reminder for you. Whatever you're most passionate about, right? Whether it's art, music, for some of you it could even be math, right? People, listen, don't knock what people are passionate about, okay? You know, if you want to work with numbers all day, then go do it, right? If you want to go paint, go paint. If you want to sing, go sing. If you want to dance, go dance. If you want to run, go run, right? Whatever it is that you're passionate about, do it. There's a reason why oh, what's this? Courtship. Okay, so there's a reason why when we have like certain passions, like it's so, and we work off of that, and the things that come out of that are amazing things. Okay, there's a reason for that. All right. So whatever it is that you're passionate about, like really, it's really what drives your soul. Okay, there's a reason for that. All right, I'm not gonna get too much into that, but focus on what you're passionate about, but also keep in mind of a balance. Okay, but I feel like now is a really good time for you to like get back into your passions, your hobbies, the things that you enjoy, the things that you like, right? That are not hurting anybody or hurting yourself. Alright, because I feel like I have to say that because people be like weird, like, oh, then I'm gonna like, shut up. Actually, these two I have not seen before, which is very nice because now it's new. It's new. It's new. We have recovery, comeback. I like that already. And the second one says stand strong. And in the meantime, you're also supposed to be not fixated on your passions, but like giving into your passions, right? It's feeding your soul. It's putting the spark back in your light, okay, whatever. So that's something that's supposed to be going on in the background, because this is kind of like the main event right here. Recovery, comeback. Find strength and healing as each step forward renews hope and paves the way for a triumphant resurgence. That is your energy right now. You are in the middle of a transformation. You've gone through a transformation. All right. Recovery, comeback. That's amazing. Find strength and healing as each step forward renews hope and paves the way for a triumphant resurgence. Like, I'm also getting kind of like that hermit energy, right? You've been in hermit mode, or you are in hermit mode. And when I'm like, think of it like as an artist, right? They have a lot of great music out, all right? And they're taking a break, right? Something happened towards the end of their our last album, whatever the case it is. I don't know, whatever happened. I'm just using this as an example, okay? And maybe they lost touch, maybe they lost sight, maybe they lost their spark, whatever it is, right? So they usually tend to go into hermit mode, right? Whether this is a musician or a magician or an artist, whatever the case it is. Also, I'm getting like writer's block too, right? You know, writer's block, you have to like figure out what's going on. Then when you make a comeback, your writing is amazing, your music is amazing, your art is amazing, right? So, because you have to be in that hermit mode. You have to go in that hermit mode for a bit. So that's pretty cool though. I like this. I like this a lot. Recovery, comeback. So you're making a comeback. Who you really are, your soul is making a comeback. It's like no longer hiding, no longer playing small, no longer shrinking. You're being your brightest self, and that has to do with following your passions. What do you want? What do you really want to do? What do you really like, right? Things like that. And then we have stand strong with defense as your shield. Find strength and preservation, guarding what matters most. That's the second card. Stand strong. With defense as your shield, find strength and preservation, guarding what matters most. Which is, what are you most passionate about? Okay? It doesn't even have to be in the arts either. It could be, some people are passionate about being a nurse, being a doctor, being a lawyer, being a father, being a mother, being a caregiver, being a nanny, being a pastor, a preacher, I don't know. Some people are passionate about being pilots. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, right? There's a reason for that. So follow that. Okay? Follow that. I'm getting like it's part of your comeback story. I'm hearing like make way for a grand entrance. But it was so like dramatic the way I heard it. Make way for a grand entrance. And right, and there's like lights shining on the curtain where the curtain would open in the middle. Alright. And like a drum roll. Okay. So you're about to make a grand entrance. I keep getting the feeling where someone or something wanted to like essentially rip your soul out of you, right? Or detach you from your soul. And that was the whole point and purpose, right? One of the ways to do that, just follow your passions, okay? And stand firm, stand strong. Okay, and you know, you need to know who you are, what you want, what you like, what you don't like. Those are very, very simple things, but those are also very powerful things. Okay, very simple yet powerful. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, very important. People be taking that stuff for granted, and I was having a very interesting conversation in my dream last night with a person. It was almost interesting too because they were not expecting the conversation to go that way. That's interesting. I'm so itchy right now. What the heck? My nose is... everything's itchy. I can't do that. Hold on 1 second. I gotta do that again. Wow. I just want one. Okay, that works. I just feel like there's like so much that you need to know, but I don't want to talk a lot. See, look at this. I feel like everything just coincides with each other. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Philippians 4:8. I'm also getting mind over matter kind of energy, right? So I feel like that's very important because you've been focusing on things that matter most to you, right? Stand strong with defense as your shield. Find strength and preservation, guarding what matters most. Okay, so you started doing that, which puts you kind of like in hermit mode, kind of having to reflect who you are, what you want, where you are, where you want to go, blah, 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 all those things, right? Recovery, comeback. So you're in this energy of having a comeback, but you have to heal first, okay, before you can kind of like resurrect, okay? Jesus, right? In the Bible, like Jesus was like dead for like, what, 3 days, okay? But you can also look at that as healing, sleeping, okay? And then when he was ready, he was resurrected. Right? When God felt like he was ready, he was resurrected. Find strength and healing as each step forward renews hope and paves the way for a triumphant resurgence. So this is your energy, and I feel like this is something that's happening right now. And it can't be stopped, okay? Because nobody knows when you're going to have this comeback or when you're going to resurge back or have this resurgence. Only the Most High God knows. So when you're ready, God will bring you back up. Okay? Essentially. But you're there. This is... I'm getting any day now. Any day now. I'm getting any day now. Right? And a lot of this has to do because you have to do things on your end. You can't just, God, when are you going to bless me? When are you going to resurrect me? When are you going to have me make a comeback? Right? And God's like, well, you're not ready. What are you doing on your end? What do you know? So, but you have been doing things on your end. Okay? So that's why God is like, okay, any day now, prepare yourself, prepare. All right? So when God says, sit down, sit down. When God says, okay, it's time to stand up and prepare yourself, you stand up. I just seen 13, 14, and then it turned to 15. All right? There's something happening in accordance and alliance within yourself and in order. Something is happening in order. All right? This could also mean that you've regained order of yourself. I'm also getting regained consciousness. Okay? The fall of consciousness. That, I think that is what a lot of humans were suffering from. But that's a whole other thing. I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, so yeah, you have to do things on your end, which was fixing your thoughts, focusing on who you want to be, who you are, what you believe in, your values, your beliefs, your morals, what you like, what you don't like, your boundaries, what you're willing to accept, blah, 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 blah. It says, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Basically, good energy. That's what you want. You want good energy, all right? So that helps. All right. I'm also getting to like the more that you focus on this positive energy, all right, that you're able to create within yourself, the more that you do that, the easier it is for you to be like, I don't want that. I don't like that. I'm not okay with that. I'm not comfortable with that. No. The more it's easier for you to, 1444, it's easier for you to basically just say no, right? For a lot of you, you could have been in a position where even if it's someone that's saying, oh, do you like this? And you're like, I don't know. I mean, it's nice and all. Well, it's on sale, blah, blah. You know, and if you like it, I'll wrap it up for you. Let me see. Wait. Stand over here, though. And you could have been, like, feeling guilty or weird about even saying no on a simple thing that you You know, and then when you get home, you're like, I never even wanted this bag of chips or whatever, or I don't really like this, right? But now you're just like, yeah, no, I don't like that one, which is very important. That has a lot of power. All right, I feel like one of the reasons why it's very important is because someone cannot convince you to accept something that you don't want, that it's bad for you, just so they can. You have to plant the seed, just so they can like get it off of their hands, right? So now that you're in this energy, what did I just see fly, of standing firm and focusing on the positivity, it's easier for you to be like no to negativity. I'm getting that energy. Somebody wants you to be agreeable. They're hoping that you would. You're not in this energy of no, no, no. Okay, they don't like that you're in this energy because they want you to be in this energy of like, I mean, okay, I guess, maybe, I don't know, sure, fine. They want you to be in the energy like they know you don't want what they're offering. They know, but they need you to be in that energy where, because you're unsure and your boundaries are muddy, they're not clear. Well, let me just step over, since you're having trouble saying no, I'm going to take advantage of that. That's what this energy is. Okay, there's an energy that wants you to be in that energy of being unsure, kind of like a pushover. Okay, they want you to have your boundaries very... Well, you're not saying no, so I'm going to take advantage of that and assume yes, just so I can give you this, so I can... That's... What, baby? Well, then you got to move the ghost out of the way. Okay, so that's what's going on. That's why it's very important. I'm telling you, these things are they're so simple. Yes, complicated, yes, layered, but at the same time, very, very simple. That's why it's so important and so powerful. All right, for you to know what you are, who you are, your boundaries, what you want, what's important to you. If somebody's offering something to you that's not important to you, like it doesn't feed your soul, it's just, it doesn't mean anything to you, and you know you don't like it, all right? That's why this energy is very important, so that way when it's presented to you, you can be like, yeah, I'm not good with that. I don't like that. I don't want that. All right? Because this energy needs you to be in, I mean, I guess, maybe a little bit, I don't know, right? They need you to be hesitant and acceptable, agreeable. This is very important for you to, if it's not important to you, don't accept it. Yeah, like, you know, don't accept it. If it's not part of your passions, if it's not fueling you, if it's not making you feel, you know, positive, love, light, happy, like if it's not making you feel that way, then don't accept it, right? And because you've been in this hermit mode, you're aware now, okay? Well, hopefully that's the whole point of this, right? But you're aware now, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's not... You're going within. That's why it's important to know who you are when you look at yourself in the mirror. Knowing what you want, right, out of life. So that way life can give it to you. Not the world, life. Okay? That's very, very different. Okay? So don't... It's life, not the world. Knowing what you want out of life so that life can give it to you. Alright? The world will be like, what do you want? And then you'll tell the world, and the world was like, all right, but do this for me first. And then you do that. And then you're like, okay, world, I'm ready for my gift. And then the world will be like, okay, well, just wait. But do this first real quick. That's the world. Okay, that's the world. So just keep that in mind. That's not life. I'm gonna get 8 cards, I guess. Alright, I know the layout. Yeah, okay, let me do it like that. Oh. The Hermit reverse came out. Queen of Swords reverse came out. Yeah, listen. It could be this Queen of Swords reverse who has no idea what they want, where they're going, who they are. They look at themselves in the mirror. Who am I? What do I want? Oh, la, la, la. This is someone that also lies to themselves. They're convinced to themselves of something when they're not. And this is someone who's trying to go up head to head with you. They're trying to go up against you, which is interesting because I kept saying the Hermit card upright for you. You've gone within. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm talking with these weird accents. There's a difference between there's a difference. Like I do it like when it just comes out, but then it's like sometimes it like forces out, and that's really annoying because it's like trying to move my other words aside. Okay, whatever. I've been talking about the Hermit upright for you. Okay, that's why it's important for you to go within. You know what you want, who you are, blah blah blah. Right? That's this recovery energy, isolation energy by choice. You know, but there's a Queen of Swords in reverse who has not gone within. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they want. They don't even know what they think half the time. This is someone who's. I'm also getting whoever this Queen of Swords in reverse is. She is very, very indecisive. She has trouble making decisions on the dumbest, littlest things to the point where it's just like you really need to be consulted with that. With the color shirt you want to wear, you really need to consult somebody with that. Something like that. I don't know. It's so simple and so. But the thing is, with a person like this, and they're a Queen of Swords, all right? Air, mental, right? That's very concerning. Do not be around this person because their own confusions and anxieties will rub off on you. That could be what they want to give to you, right? Here, please take my anxiety. No, ma'am. Right? For some of you, this could be a King of Swords in reverse, but. So you have this Queen of Swords in reverse, right, with the Hermit in reverse energy, all right? They're lying to themselves. They lie to the world, right? They lie to life. They just don't know, like, this is someone who doesn't even trust their own decision making. That's why they always need to constantly consult someone, right? I picked up on this chick before. Like I said, even something as simple like, what color shirt should I wear? Well, you already know. You have a picture in mind. You have a vision. Like, I want this shirt. I'm going to wear this shirt. But this is someone who will be like, oh, well, what shirt should I wear? Okay, now what shoes? Okay, now what socks? Does this look good? Does this look right? Like, you don't have an idea for yourself. You can't make a decision for yourself. You don't trust yourself that much to where you have to call someone to consult them about the outfits, the shirt, the hair, the socks, the shoes, right? It's that kind of energy, and there's something really, really annoying about that because it's like, dang, like, you don't know. What do you know? What do you know? Where you always need to consult somebody about every little decision that you make. That's because they're very indecisive, and they don't trust their own mind. They don't trust their own decisions. They don't feel safe within their own self, their own mind. And that's because with the Hermit energy reverse, they don't know who they are. I feel I want to pity them, but I can't because there's annoyance on top of that. It's really more annoying to me than pity. I want to feel pity for them, I do, but I just can't get past the annoyance of the situation. And I know that sounds really messed up to say, but it's just really, really annoying to me. Okay, this is that energy. 2324. Okay. Also, with the Queen of Swords reverse, this chick who doesn't know herself, I don't know. She wants to like. I just heard a dog barking. She wants to bite you. She wants to get back at you. She wants to get you. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, this woman is annoyingly weird. Okay, she feels like she has to get back at you because you won't accept something of hers. It could be her anxiety, it could be her depression, it could be her indecisiveness, whatever it is, that she wants to like kind of like con you into receiving, or like I don't know, she wants you to be very agreeable to something that she's offering you, but it's not anything good. It's trash, basura. It's not good. It doesn't mean anything for you, to you. Alright? But I do feel like this woman wants to give you something, right? But they know that where you are, you're going to look at it like, I don't want that. You want to give me rotten fruit? I don't want rotten fruit. I want good fruit. This is someone that's trying, they want to, because of, they're in the Queen of Swords reverse, so they're going to try to manipulate the energy, manipulate your mind, manipulate words, blah, blah. Yeah, but I mean, the rotten fruit, you could just peel off this side, or you could just cut off that part, and you can still eat, you know, the part that's not rotten. I'm not doing all that work. I'm just gonna go get some fresh fruit. I'm not doing all that. I don't want that rotten fruit. You bought it. You deal with it. You throw it out. You figure out what to do with it. I don't want that. You deal with that. That's yours. You bought it. All right? And that's very terrifying. You being very sure of what you do and what you don't want is very, very terrifying for this Queen of Swords in reverse, because they cannot manipulate you into accepting what they don't even want themselves. You see? Oh, I knew it. There we go. Yeah, it should be fine now. The Page of Cups reverse. This is someone who's also very emotionally immature as well. Okay, they're not. They are not. I mean, of your caliber in any kind of way, shape, or form. I'm telling you, you focus on good things, right? Page of Cups reverse, Hermit reverse, Queen of Swords reverse. This woman's mind is shot. They can't. This is someone who's always constantly worried and negative and bitter and angry and resentful and bitter and bitter and bitter and cold and cruel and it's that energy, and it's like, get away from me. Get away from me, please. Don't let this woman around you. Her energy is not good. Okay? I'm not saying forever, but as of right now, this energy, you cannot let it get near you. Don't let her touch you. Alright? Don't let her touch you. She doesn't know who she is, what she wants, where she's going. Okay? With the Page of Cups reverse and the Hermit reverse, you don't... There's no sense of loyalty. I feel like there's no sense of loyalty. How are you going to be loyal to me when you can even be loyal to the simple decisions that you try to make in your life? Simple as that. You don't even trust your own decisions. You want me to trust you? No. That's not happening. Let me see. You got it? Okay. This person, they're very emotionally immature. They don't care about you. They don't care about you at all. Queen of Swords reverse. That's someone who's very cruel and cold and bitter. They don't. You cannot expect someone who cares. Like, this is not someone that cares about you. Okay, they don't care about you. What they're presenting you is to benefit them. It's not for your highest good. It's not for the betterment of your future. It's not so you can stay positive, love, and light. No, this person's not love and light. They don't care about your love and light. They want them, me, I, me, myself, and I. That's their energy. Very, oh my gosh, selfish based. Okay. This is not your friend. Okay, and I'm getting, for some of you, this was never your friend. Okay. Oh my gosh, Ten of Cups reverse. This is not your friend. Okay, and Ten of Cups reverse also represents pity. They could be trying to get pity from you, but I can't get past the annoyance. Okay, I just cannot get past the annoyance of this person. How I don't know, there's just something so, like, can you get up and do it yourself? Like, can you just do something yourself? Like, be self-sufficient. Make a decision. Make up your mind. There's something so annoying about the way this person operates that they want pity from you. They're gonna, that's, again, Queen of Swords reverse, they're gonna try to manipulate, use the words, right? Manipulate your mind, blah, 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 to get you to be agreeable to, that way you accept something from them, right? They might even try pity, but I cannot get past the annoyance. There's something so insufferably annoying about this person that no matter how much they try to go for the pity card, it's just coming across like, ew, get out my face. No. Okay? So I really don't think this is gonna work, whoever this person is. I feel like this is kind of like their last card, the Triumph card. Like they've played every card that they can, so this is kind of like their last card. Okay. This person could be crying to you. One of the ways that they could be trying to use a pity card is it could be trying to tell you something about their family. Something's happening with their family dynamic. They're having issues with their family, their mom, their dad, their brother, their sister, whatever family dynamic that they have. Their husband, their wife, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their baby mama, baby father, children, whatever. They're gonna try and use something familiar, or with family ties to kind of like tug at your heartstrings, so that way you feel bad for them. But it's really like, I can't. There's nothing in me that feels bad for this person. It's all just annoyance. I genuinely feel annoyed and bothered by this person. And the fact that they're trying to manipulate the collective. Now, another thing too, this person doesn't know who they are, and they think that they know who you are, which is why I feel like they're going to try and use the pity card. But it's like, if anything, that's going to offend you even more, because it's like, 1, you're annoying, and 2, you think you know me. 3, get out my face. You see? It's not going to work. Alright? I'm just getting even more annoyed because, like, you want me to feel bad about your problems? What are your problems? Do you even know? And also, I'm getting to, like, if you listen to their problems, a lot of their problems, they started themselves. A lot of the problems it's things that they had a hefty hand in, or could have been avoided had they said this instead, or had they done this instead, or had they turned their back instead. But a lot of their problems, it's like they just add fuel to the fire, and it's like they're unnecessary plots. I'll just say it like that. Okay, a lot of their problems are unnecessary plots. You ever read something in a book and you're like, this scene is not necessary, this scene does not have to happen, this conversation, this altercation, this scene, it doesn't have to happen, it's just like a filler, right? You see it in movies and TV shows, and you read it in books. A lot of these things that happen to this person that are caused by them are unnecessary. They don't need to happen. It was unnecessary, and it was because of their own doing. So that's another reason why it's annoying, because you're doing things that you don't need to be doing, and then you get upset. Why? That's annoying. Leave me alone. Okay? I'm telling you, man, this person, this woman, this Queen of Swords reverse, this could be a King of Swords reverse too for some of you. Take it how it resonates, okay? Oh my god. I'm also getting, you don't see this person changing anytime soon. You know that they're always going to be cruel and bitter, a liar, manipulator. You know that they're selfish, and you know this is not someone that you see yourself as. We're not family. We're not friends. There's no emotional connection between us. All right? So, what do you... Okay? All right. Let me shuffle one more time. And then I'm going to pull 4 more cards. And then I might call the reading. Because, what time is it? Yeah. I'm hearing like an announcement. Over on this corner, weighing at 180 pounds. Right? This person wants to go into the ring with you. They feel like they can, I don't know. I don't know who told them what. But this person feels like they are on your level. Or they can step into the ring with you. Okay? This person feels like they can go head to head with you. And I already said that phrase earlier. This is someone who's trying to go head to head with you. And it's like, you can't even go head to head with yourself. You want to go head to head with me? You can't even go head to head with yourself. This person is definitely, it's like they want to, I'm hearing that ding, that bell being hit in the boxing match, the boxing rings. I'm hearing that bell with someone who really feels like they can go head to head with you. They desperately, this is whoever this Queen of Swords reverse is, the reason why she's trying so hard, okay, let me tell you, the reason why she's doing this is because she desperately needs you to take something from her. She does. She desperately needs you to accept something from her. All right? It could be something with the mind, mental illness, anxiety, depression. She desperately needs you to essentially relieve this burden that she cannot even handle herself, right? And for a lot of you, if this is someone you're not speaking to, or someone you cut out, and you were dealing with a lot of anxiety, depression, whatever, it was actually coming from this person. When you cut them out, it's like all of a sudden the skies are clear and you can breathe again. All right, that's because this person was putting that crap onto you, and because you were allowing them into your circle, you were essentially agreeing to whatever they were energetically throwing at you. Okay, but because you're not there to like essentially be a sponge for all their negativity, they can't handle that, because the weight of their own negativity, they haven't for a very long time. They haven't had to bear the weight, the true weight of all of their negativity, because you were absorbing it. All right, not realizing that by doing that, that was like making you stronger, wiser, tougher, blah 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 blah, right? But now this person has to bear the weight, the true weight of their own negativity, and that's why they're looking for you, because they want you to. I can't take the weight of my own negativity. But that's not my problem. That's yours. Deal with that. I don't want that. I don't want that rotten fruit. Right? You would be unwise and foolish to accept rotten fruit. And you're not unwise or foolish. Right? You're not. What do you look like accepting rotten fruit when you have a bushel of fruit, fresh, ripe, ready to be picked? And you're going to accept rotten fruit on a rusty platter from this person? No. Get out of my face with that. I'll knock that crap over. I don't want to... I got to be careful what I say, because she's right there. So. Alright, so... I'll knock all this over. Like, don't get out my face. Okay? And the thing is, too, like, if you say no, and this person's continuously hounding you, call the police. You can have help. I'm being harassed. Right? I think it was in one of my dreams, right? I talked about this. There was a woman in my dream, and she was trying to, like, bother me or harass me, right? And she was trying to do this in front of a crowd of people. Oh, yeah, I remember the dream now. Yeah, there was a woman harassing me and bothering me in a crowd. It was a crowd of people, right? And she was okay and comfortable doing this because she was under the impression that I would just stay quiet and not say anything. But I was getting irritated. I was like, stop bothering me. I told you to leave me alone. You won't leave me alone. Right? And I raised my voice. I used my voice, and everybody looked, and they're looking at her. Right? And she had no choice but to retreat and hide and leave. Because now she's being noticed. She's being seen. Like, this person's yelling, saying, leave me alone. Who's bothering them? Right? Like, why are you bothering this person? And on top of that, you're doing it publicly, thinking that no one's gonna see, I'm gonna raise my voice. Yes, I'm gonna make a scene because you're not leaving me alone. I'll yell if I have to. Leave me alone. Like, how many times do I have to tell you? Okay? I'm not gonna be the one that's looking like a fool because I'm telling you to leave me alone. I'm not putting hands and feet, nothing. I'm just saying leave me alone. And so you have no choice but to retreat. Now you're running away with your tail between your legs, looking foolish, right? People are giving you the weird eye because it's like, why are you bothering that person, right? Now people are questioning, like, you must have been bothering them for them to say it like that. I would be too if someone was bothering me constantly, and I'm saying leave me alone, and they're not leaving me alone. Of course, I'm gonna yell too. Like, you're weird for that, for bothering someone to the point where they have to, like, and on top of that, you're gonna bother someone thinking that it's okay because they're not going to say anything. That's weird too. That's predatory behavior. That's abuse. Alright, let me get 4 more. I'm done talking. Thank you. Knight of Swords reverse. This person, they're coming in to bully you. They want to bully you. And they think they're slick doing this too. They want to bully you. That's crazy. They really think that it's okay to do this. No, it's not. You're not... Yeah, this person wants to go head to head with you. They feel like they can bully you, but they feel like they outrank you in something, but they don't. They have no idea who they're getting in the ring with. But they think that's a thing too. They think they know you. They think they know you down to the T, which is why they're comfortable doing this. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. Because, hello, you're in hermit mode. You're going through a transformation, right? Phoenix rising from the ashes kind of energy. That's what you're doing. All right? They don't know who... They probably knew the old you, who you were before, but they don't know who you are now. Agreeable? No. Accepting a bully? No. Accepting what I don't want? No. Right? This Queen of Swords reverse wants to bully you because she's selfish. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know who she wants. She doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know what she wants in life. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm also getting there's something about a family dynamic. Either she's unhappy with her own family, or she's envious of your family, or she is, I don't know, it's just, she's not, there's something about either her childhood, her upbringing. I'm not going to get too much into that, alright, because I just want to kind of get through this. Alright, but she's got a lot of deep-rooted issues, and it stems from family. Five of Pentacles upright. This woman feels left out in the cold. She feels left out in the cold. It could be she wants to bully you to allow her back into your energy, and it's like, ma'am, you're literally bullying me because I don't want to be your friend. You think bullying me is going to make you be my friend again? My wife, my ex-lover, my co-worker, my family, my neighbor, whatever it is. For some of you, this could be a King of Swords. You think bullying me is going to get you what you want when this person could have been bullying you for a very long time, when bullying you could be the reason why you excommunicated them. You're just showing me why it's a big fat NO. You're just showing me why. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me once again. This is what you're doing. You're doing a great job. I love that for you. Thank you so much. You're doing a great job. Keep it up so I can continue to say no. I feel like this person, they're tired of trying to weave, bob, and weave. They want to go straight head to head with you. They want to be like, okay, well, they want to bully you because they feel left out in the cold. And that's not your problem. That has nothing to do with you. Okay? Go figure out what you want instead of trying to, well, you know who you are. I want to be part of that too. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you truly knew who you were, you wouldn't be so obsessed with, I want part of their blessing. No, that just shows me, I just seen 4242 by the way. That shows me you don't know who you are. You're not comfortable with yourself. You're not happy with who you are, your life, your family, blah, 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 blah. You're not. Because someone who's truly, truly happy, they're good. They don't need other people's blessings. They have their own. They don't have to bully other people because they feel left out of other people's blessings. What? I feel like throughout this entire reading, I've continuously been left dumbfounded. Because it just doesn't make sense. Okay? What? The Six of Cups reverse. This is someone from your past. You left this person in the past and they feel left out of it. They want to bully you to have a spot in your future, in your present and your future. Your present is your future, just so you know. But they want to bully you to have a spot in your presence. Your presence. Your presence is a present. Okay, they want a spot of that. They want to feel special too. I want to feel special too. That's not... You can't sit on my throne with me. This was custom made for my butt. You can't fit. And even if you were to sit, if I were to get up and go to the bathroom or do whatever, and you sit, you're not going to be comfortable because it's not custom made for you. It's like Cinderella slippers, right? People always wonder how nobody in the land could fit in Cinderella slippers, right? But that's because the slippers were specifically custom made by magic for Cinderella, all right? Either they were too small or too big or too tight or whatever. If they were custom made specifically for Cinderella, all right? This throne, this gift, this blessing is custom made specifically for you. It'd be too much or not enough or whatever. It's just right for you. Okay, that's how that is. I'm getting this is like Goldilocks and the Three Bears kind of energy. She feels like If she tries and tries and tries, it'll be just right for her, and that's insane. How are you gonna come in my house and like make a mess, eat my porridge, sleep in my bed, wear my clothes? This is a thief. It's a thief in the night to come and find you. That's Disturbia by Rihanna. This is a thief. This Queen of Swords in reverse, they want you to allow them, be agreeable to their presence in your life so they can steal your presence. They want you to allow them to be a presence. P-R-E-A-S-C-E-N-C-E. Presence. They want you to allow them to be a presence in your life so they can steal your presence. P-R-E-S-E-N-T-S. Okay? Because they know you're getting presents and gifts and blessings. So they want to be a part of your presence, right? They want to be in your presence, and then in order for that to happen, right? If hypothetically speaking, if that were to happen, they will be part of your present, because your present is the future, right? And because they're close to you, they can partake in all of these presents that you're getting from the Most High God. Okay? I love wordplay. This person's on their way. They're coming towards you. This person from your past, they're coming towards you right now because they don't feel like it's fair. They don't feel like it's fair that your blessings are going to you. You see, this is why I'm continuously dumbfounded in this reading, because it doesn't make sense. The logic is not logicking. And for a Queen of Swords in reverse, you really do look and sound stupid because you're not doing anything, saying anything that makes any sense. Okay? And you see that. You know this. You're aware of this. A Queen of Swords in reverse, you cannot take what she says. Like, what are you saying? Nothing that's coming out of your mouth I can take as like for face value, as a truth. Take it all as a grain of salt. Because what this person wants, they want you to accept them in your life. Right? They want to be allowed within your presence again. Right? So that way they can be part of your present and partake in your presence. Right? In the now and the future. That's what this is about. That's what she wants you to be agreeable about. And if you say no, she's going to start spitting fire out her mouth towards you. Because she doesn't think it's fair. Okay? Because she's depressed and unhappy. She also wants to celebrate. I want to celebrate too. I want to have fun too. I want to live life too. I want to be happy too. But you're mad miserable. So you think bullying someone to be part of the Three of Cups so you two can be like, yeah, woohoo! Right? You think bullying someone, which could very well be the reason why you got excommunicated, you think bullying them, this person's on their way to bully you. I'm going to say it like that. You have this Queen of Swords in reverse who's on her way right now to bully you because she feels left out, that she's stuck in the past and she's not allowed in your presence. And because she's not in your present moment right now, she can't partake in the presence that you're receiving from the Most High God. That's it. That's it and that's all. That's it. And that's all. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's so simple. So simple. Crazy pants, man. But let her. This is just going to prove to you, like, yeah, I was definitely right about this. Let her. This is just someone who's very miserable with their lives, and they're too selfish to know themselves. They don't even, they're selfish. Oh my God. It's just so annoying. Like, they're not doing themselves any justice. Okay? They want to partner up with you to be part of your future. In their mind, all they have to do is just get towards you to talk to you. If they could just talk to you, if they could just communicate with you, right? And prove to you, right? And if you say no, they're going to find a way to partner up with you, right? They'll be darned if they aren't part of your future. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, right? You can't force me to allow you in my life. That's not... No, you're rotten fruit. And the best thing about rotten fruit is that rotten fruit eventually falls by itself. You don't have to do anything. Right? So when this person comes towards you, they feel like they're able to go head to head in a ring with you. No, they're going to throw a punch so hard, they're going to end up knocking themselves out. Right? They're going to go boom, and it's going to go right back in their face. Let them. Right? Anyways, bye.